Two people in my area unfortunately killed themselves. And I think that was the first sort of touch that I had with that sort of thing. I feel like I have a job to try and raise awareness around it and just try and tell people they're not alone. And I just thought I had a responsibility to sort of use my platform, spread out some other messages out as well. In order for me to explain this topic a bit more, I thought I'd catch up with a few of my mates, people around me that have come across mental health from all different backgrounds, all different times in my life when I've met them, and they've been a positive influence on my life as well.
How do you know each other? I don't know, this is my brother from another mother.
We're friends, yeah? We have different styles, different colour of skin, different belief system, different everything, yeah? But we're mates. I'm a skinhead guy, covered in tattoo. I'd probably be the type of person that you'd expect that wouldn't be able to speak about depression or about having hard times and about going through a lot of stuff mentally. I was aware of depression from a very, very young age because I lost my father to suicide at the age of 8. At first I didn't understand why. And obviously, through growing up, through getting older, I found out that, well, it was because he was seriously depressed and he didn't speak to anyone about it. And in the end, he lost his life because of it. It's a mentality, it's a thought process that's slowly starting to sink in. Create an emotion, the emotion creates a physical outlet, which creates your reality. So before you know it, your life's gone down the pan, and then you feel like you can't bring yourself back up, and then you do something stupid. If you can stop that through changing your thought process, my girlfriend says, necesito cambio el chip. Yeah? You need to change your thought process. And in doing that, create a better reality for yourself.
That's why I respect you, bro.
Jamal knows we've had a lot of conversations from everything from my upbringing to the way that I lived previously. Man, I had to move out of the country to deal with my depression. Like, wow. It's a big step, big thing, but I needed to do that.
Oh, man, like, it puts everything into perspective. But it just makes you respect you a lot more. But what do you think people can do to sort of either prevent that or better the situation they're in?
There's a stigma attached to things like reaching out. I don't feel no way. Call me soft, call me whatever you want. Yeah, if I'm feeling upset and I want to tell someone, I'm going to tell them, because guess what? Problem shared is a problem halved. That's what Nan says. Yeah, and that is fact. Yeah, you share your problems, yeah, it's half the problem to deal with. You've got someone else to help you.
Rapman was one of the first people that helped me sort of spread the message on SBTV.
Now he's thinking about calling it off. So he calls up Marv and tells him that he don't want to go on. Marv tells him that he's got to be tough. We all go through things. You got to learn to take the smooth with the rough. Plus you
It really sort of opened the door to people messaging me, messaging him, whether they're asking for advice or just telling me problems that they're going through. And I just always have to make sure that I've got an ear for them, but also letting them know like everyone has their sort of ups and downs in life, so it's not just them dealing with it.
There was a kid from Ireland, and I think he was just young, and he was just like really down low. And I always made sure I checked in for him, and all the time, like, just made sure.
That would have made
it was just like, it's just mad. And now he still messages me, and I always just remember his name, like, when it always pops up.
He's thinking, what would Jamal Edwards care about me? Certain people wouldn't speak to their friends about that, because it makes them look weak. So I see why people would go to a stranger.
Yeah.
So I thought that's why guys keep it so bottled in, because all you get from your friends is get over it. But you message him back, just a message back from someone that they respect, saying, you know what, stay strong, you'll be all right. Could have made them think, you know what, cool. Since I started doing these conscious issues about real life things, you really get people opening up. So if I didn't bring out this song, no one was gonna say nothing about it. It's literally, I feel like we've moved the rock and there's just like a whole world underneath now. And it's good because people are talking about it now. And now it's not a taboo no more. Like you see other artists talking about it now. Like I saw Stormzy talking about it the other day.
Like if I know one of my mates is down, I always like say, what's wrong? Do you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Like tell me. And they're like, nah man, like bro, just tell me, innit?
You gotta check in on your people, man. You gotta check in on your people. You ain't heard from that person for a week. a little,
Checking
even
on
just a
them.
little
Say,
WhatsApp
yo,
to say what's good.
happening? Blessings.
Yeah, me, where you been? Like what's good?
I did that. Imagine I did that today to one of my friends. I just randomly said blessings. Sometimes people say, why are you saying that? I said, I'm just checking in. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, that's
It's like,
good.
Thank you. Good. You too.
Everyone goes through the ups and downs. I've learned as the years have gone past to be able to talk to people that I've got a good, close network of people that I feel like I can talk to whenever anything's going wrong. I know it's difficult, it's not easy, and it took me quite a long period of time to get into that mindset, but I feel much better for it. Otherwise, if you keep it all bottled in, it's too frustrating. Friend Harley was doing the night all around mental health, and he's set up a charity called Remember, which is set up in remembrance for a friend of his that passed away.
I've had 2 people I know commit suicide in 7 years who were directly in my friend group. Obviously it never settles, but after the grief had kind of progressed slightly, I suppose, and whatever else, I reached out to two of my really good mates. Why don't we do something about this? Someone that's committed to suicide, especially on the party scene, they're the life and soul of the party. They're the one that bring the most energy, that speak that they're happy out then, but they're struggling in other ways. People have this perception that people that are struggling in their head are just sitting around crying all day or haven't got any friends or are recluses in their room. Of course there are elements of that, but the cloud, I said, the cloud that people get over them or the way that they're feeling, it manifests in so many different ways. The only thing that's changing, it's just been put on the map now. People are actually talking about it. I think it has to be a cultural shift. It has to be understanding. It's got to be education from schools, getting in these kids' heads so that they know that they can speak to someone, that they're not a freak, that they're not crazy, that they're not nuts. We all hear it when you run around in the primary school, like around the playground when you're younger. If we can get to that point, then we will make real progress. Until then, the same kids are coming up to the same stigma, hearing the same things, being exposed to the same shit.
Men in general are made to feel like they have to be so masculinated. We grew up watching Arnold Schwarzenegger and Rambo and Rocky films, Terminator, you know? Embrace your ego, you have to live a certain way, do a certain thing. That's wrong, man. That's backwards. Backwards. Backwards.
I feel like there is sort of an image around hip hop and grime or whatever, but I feel like the bricks are getting knocked down every time someone speaks about it.
It needs to stop being seen as a taboo. Like, I even need to shake my thought of thinking, you know what, if I say this to you, you're gonna think I'm soft. If more people speak about it openly, it just becomes the norm.
Look, if anyone's got any problems or they're feeling a certain way or they've not got whatever it is, just make sure you speak to us, you know? You just want to try and catch it where you can, you just don't want to keep losing people.
I know I'm not gonna change the world. It's an ongoing process, but I just hopefully breaks the stigma. Go and talk to your mates, talk to your family, talk to people that are around you. Like, you're not alone. And if I can do that, one person, it changes their life and it spreads and changes other people's lives as well, then every little helps.